Welcome back to Waste Knights 2nd edition. This will probably be a pretty short episode, but I've got a little bit of time to film right now, so that's why we're doing it. I'm trying to get an episode out a day. Alright, what are we doing today? We are here in Alice Offsprings, and we have a plot token here, but we're just picking this plot token up. It's not going to trigger any more text. It just moved because of events from the last episode we played. So the first thing we're going to do today, we have one damage, one regular damage, we have one contamination damage, we have one radiation, 2 damage on our Jeep. Our weapons and armor are in perfect shape, so we're kind of in a little bit of trouble. But I kind of want to get over to this plot token and pick it up because it gives us more time in the game. So I think what we're going to do first is we're going to do a move action. So let's get a little bit more focused down the board and get moving. Alright, so we're trying to get to this plot token, and by moving, so we're going to be going through the scrub area here, and then we're going to hit the road, which gives us no movement points to go on the road. Then we're going to go on the sand location, and lastly, this is another road location costing no movement into the bridge. Alright, so if we look at where we went, so we've gone along this route over to this marker, so nothing going on there. We do have a threat token to pull out there. Nothing on the road, nothing in the sand, and nothing here. So 2 doesn't cost any movement, 3 movement, and no movement. So for 3 movement we get here to this plot point. We are on a road space though, and we're going to have an encounter, and we do have to pull a threat token out of the bag. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And see what we get, and then we're going to have to pull a card for a road location. So our threat token, oh my goodness, this is a bad one. It's either 2 damage to our vehicle if it's an event, or armor piercing, which means we cannot use our armor to mitigate damage. Ouch! Alright. We're going to come right back. We're going to pull a card off the top of the deck. Actually, we're going to do that right now. So we're in a road location, top card of the deck. Oh, let's hope it's not a nasty. It's a water hole. It's another, okay, it's another test of skills, I think. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to zoom down on that, and we're going to take a look at it. So this, okay, so we fought a bunch of stuff at the beginning of our playthrough, and now we've got a water hole. Let's take a closer look. Alright, oh my goodness, so this has a threat 1, so we're going to have to pull out another token. Oh goodness. Alright, oh wow, alright, we either lose a resource or we lose a resource, so we're losing resources for that threat token. Ouch. Alright, but what it says is you gain an experience. This is really cool. So we're going to go, I'm going to do that right now off screen. We're going from 2 experience to 3, which means we are going to level up at the end of this episode today, which is awesome. Then draw 2 cards from a chosen wasteland deck. So we get to pick, doesn't matter which one. The player's right choose which one, have to resolve, discard the other card. However, scouting ahead, if your exploration is at least 3, and our exploration is 3, you can draw 1 additional wasteland card and choose the card to resolve yourself, discarding the other cards. Okay. So we get to pull 3 wasteland cards, and we get to decide which one we want to have to encounter. Oh dear me. Alright, so I'm going to back the camera out. We've got these 2 threat tokens to deal with, and we're going to decide which of the threat cards we're going to deal with. Of 3 of them, so that might be okay, it might be very bad, I don't know. Alright, the good thing is we got the experience. We will be able to level up. We're at level 3 experience now, from 2 to 3, but we have to do an encounter. We're going to take it from the sand road deck, 1, 2, 3. So we get to take the top 3 cards off the threat deck, and we get to decide which of the 3 we want. Night Riders. Oh, they roll a lot of dice, and they're 4. Threat 1. Or Encounter C. Do we have an Encounter C? We do not have an Encounter C for the game, so this one's kind of not useful. Oh my goodness, engagement. You may resolve Barter 2 and acquire at least 1 gear card from the offer. If you do, the combat immediately ends. This enemy is not defeated, otherwise resolved normally. So engagement, you can resolve Barter 2. Hawkers. Alright, I'm going to have to take a closer look. This is engagement. If you have not performed the move action this turn, discard 2 chosen resources. we did perform the move action. So these are just a straight up, oh, we get an experience and a gas can from these guys. Alright, this one is useless because we do not have C for this encounter. This is just going to get discarded. So it's a choice really between these two. Let me do some thinking about which one we want to deal with, and then we will get to it. Alright, taking a little bit closer look at our encounter card here. We actually did encounter the water hole, so we have to do these tokens right away with this encounter. Then we will be deciding which one of these to use. So we have to lose one resource right off the bat. Either a gas, ammunition, or a medicine. We have 2 ammunition, 1 gas, 2 medicine. We're going to lose 1 ammunition for that. I don't like to. And then our vehicle has to take 2 more damage, I guess, getting to this spot. So now we have a total of 4 damage on our vehicle. That is really not good. Our vehicle takes 1 more damage, and it will be wrecked, which is not good. That takes care of the water hole, and now we have to decide which one of these 2 we want to encounter. I don't think we want to get into a fight with the Night Riders because we're going to take a lot of damage. We get a gas and a experience if we defeat them, but I don't really want to take them on. We're already damaged and radiated enough as it is, so we're going to discard that one. We are going to do the Hawkers. Now the Hawkers have this ability here. It says engagement. You may resolve barter 2, which means they're going to offer us 2 items, and we have to acquire at least 1 gear card from the offer. If you do, the combat immediately ends, but you don't defeat the enemy. Otherwise you resolve it normally, which means we got to fight them. So we're going to pull 2 gear cards out the back of the gear deck, and we have to buy 1 of them. Now how bartering works, first time we've done bartering in the game, is of course fuel, meds, and ammunition, and gear ourselves is actually barterable. So our vest, for instance, is worth 2. We want to barter it away. Likewise, our shotgun is worth 1 for bartering. Alright, we're going to pull 2 cards out the back of the huge gear deck, and let's see what we got. What are they trying to sell us that we need to buy? A Dundee hat. Okay. Oh, and I do believe you get it on the broken side as well when you barter. And we got to pay 2 for that. 2 and 1. Oh, it's not bad. When testing negotiate, you may discard this card automatically to pass a test. You can repair it for 1. And then when negotiating, you gain 1 blue die. You obtain additional test. Cool. So that's a really powerful thing. What's the rat out? Costing 1. Discard any time, except in combat, to heal a radiation. To heal 3 radiation. Well, how do you... X. X? I'm not sure what X is. Rat out. I'm going to have to check the rat out. But this only cost us 1. I think we're going to go ahead, if this is focusing, I think we're going to go ahead and get the rat out because we have a radiation poisoning and we're going to be ending up getting another one. So we're going to dump off the Dundee hat. We don't want. We are going to pick up the rat. I'm pretty sure you get it on this side. And I'm not sure how you repair this. I don't know what X is supposed to mean. I'll have to look that up. So we've basically done some bartering with this crew, the Hawkers, and we didn't get into a fight with them. So we are going to purchase the rad, but we have to spend a resource for it. And I think we're just going to go ahead and spend a medicine for it, because the medicine cures a rat away. So we kind of dodged a giant pain bullet there to get the rad out. Alright, and meds and stuff stay in your vehicle. Okay, and it says discard at any time to heal a radiation. Okay, I think we're going to go over to our player character area, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So that was our first action, move action. We've done our encounter now. Cool. Well, I guess, and for the second action, and to end off our episode very, very short today, we are going to pick up the plot token number 2. That is going to move, that's going to go to our player board, and we're going to get to add 2 more to the time tracker. Alright, so we encountered some Hawkers. That's pretty cool. We picked up the second plot marker. We can also level up. We're at 3 at the end of our turn, which is basically happening now. So this just says at any time except during combat, we can get rid of the rat out, and heal 1 radiation. Now the X here means that you can flip this over if you go to a city space and have it repaired as a repair action. This will get rid of 3 radiation. However, we're just going to go ahead and suck it down right now. So we're not going to go to a city space. I don't think we have time to do that kind of stuff. So we're going to get rid of that, and that gets rid of our 1 radiation. And that is awesome, because we don't want to have the radiation. We have 1 medicine, 1 ammo left, 1 gas tank. We have 4 damage on our off-road vehicle, though. That is really bad. We do have to move the time marker up 2, so let's go ahead and do that next. Alright, so because we picked up that plot marker again, it did say in the book last episode that we can move it up 2. This is all good. However, we are now at the end of the turn, which we're going to level up our character here in a second. We're going to look at the level up cards we can pick, but we do need to move the time marker down 1, so it's going to slide back to 3 at the end of the turn. And now we get to level up our character once. Right on. So let's take a look at our specific level up cards. We have 4 of them for the Stalker, and we have 6 general ones. And then we have to make a decision as to which one we want. Alright, so wide view here. So these are all the level up cards. So these are 4 specific cards for our character. And I believe when you level up, I'm going to have to double check. I think they start out on the green side, although they may start out on the broken side. And this one here, you have to have 6 experience to take Nooks and Crannies. So we won't look at that one unless we do get to 6 experience. So these are the 3 specific to our character. You see the little picture of her face down here in the corner. And then there are 6 generic level up cards, and these don't have any special requirements. They're just, you're able to level up. Alright, let's take a quick look at them. So we have Binoculars, Resolve on a Wasteland card. Actually, you know what, before we do this, I'm going to check to see if you level up, if they start in the green side or the broken side, because that will make a difference. Be right back with that. Alright, had a quick read of the rule book. You do get the specific knight cards green side up, so in perfect working order. And I had a quick look at, of course, the other ones, and these are just level up cards, but on the other side they have 6. So they are like a higher level, but they are double-sided. So you get to choose which side you want. But if you choose this one, you can't choose that one, if you kind of follow what we're saying. So the options we have a metal detector. Resolution. If your enemy is defeated, you may break this card to draw a gear card or gain 2 chosen resources. That is really cool. And this card takes no inventory slot, and things with the glasses on them. And the Binoculars, when resolving a Wasteland card, break this card to ignore all threat tokens drawn for the Wasteland card. That is really cool. We can also choose Pain Tolerance. You gain 2 health. You can place up to 2 damage contamination tokens here instead of on your night sheet. So this gives us, instead of 7 health, we'd have 9. I'm liking this one. And we have Danger Sense. When performing the move action, you may draw 2 Wasteland cards instead of 1 and choose which one to resolve. Place the other card in the bottom of the deck. So, oh man, those are all really good choices for leveling up. Then we have General Level Up. And it basically says when you gain this card, flip it to the other side. So you would be doing this one. We have Controlled Fury. When attacking barehanded or with a melee weapon, you can flip this card over to deal 1 additional damage. Whenever you're dealt damage, combat, you may flip this card. So we can do that. We can specialize, which means when you gain this card, place 2 tokens next to chosen skill, so we can get a plus. Whenever you test the chosen skill, you get an additional success. So we can do Survival, Aid, Negotiate, or Tech. And there's 2 of those. Smooth Tongued. Whenever you barter, add 2 gear cards to your offer. You may flip 1 card from the offer to its working side, because normally when you barter, you have to take the broken side. And you obtain 1 additional success to all negotiation tests. These are all really good. Treat the repair cost of X on all medical gear cards as if it was 2. Whenever you perform a camp action in the scrub, you heal 1. Ooh. Oh, so many good choices. Focus. When you gain this card, flip to the other side. Alright. When you test any skill, even in combat, you may flip this card to reroll 1 of your dice. Controlled Fury. When attacking barehanded with weapon. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, so those are all the options. I think we're going to go with our own specific option here, although I don't know which one. Oh, it's so painful. You know, the name of the game here is we got to try and stay alive. I think we're going to go ahead and take Pain Tolerance, which gives us +2 health. Maybe that's the wrong choice. I don't know. I haven't played this. This is the first time I'm playing this scenario. But this gives us 2 extra health, which will stop us from being unconscious, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take Pain Tolerance. We'll go put that on our character sheet. Alright, so I've just kind of put the card here. So I got to keep in mind now we can have, well, I might as well put these on here. We're allowed to put these on here. So we have a contamination on there. We also have a regular damage and 7. So we can take 7 more damage before we're knocked unconscious. It's all good. And that's basically the end of our turn. We're sitting at 3 on the time tracker now at the end of this episode. We're going to go back to the main map and we're going to wrap up for today. Like I said, it was a very short episode. Apologize, but like I said, I have a little bit of time to do some filming, so I want to get these out as soon as possible. We have our level up. That is really cool. So we've seen leveling up this time. We've seen some bartering going on this time. Seeing a few different things, which is good for our playthrough. So let's go back to the main board and wrap up for today. Alright, well, we bought ourselves some time at the bridge. We are heading, of course, on our way to plot point number 3, which I'm pretty sure we're going to get to next episode. We have, of course, we have to go through radiation, a danger marker to get to here. I mean, we could go out this way. We could go around avoiding the danger marker, because we can go through, as the stalker, we can spend 2 movement points to go through the pit areas, the chasm areas, crater areas, I should say. So we could actually go no movement points, 2, 4, 5. We could spend our 1 gas tank to get there. I think we're probably going to have to take a camp action, though, before we move next time. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is really a fun game for me. Waste Night, 2nd edition. Thanks so much for watching along. We'll continue a turn a day. I should be able to get them out 1 turn a day, even though they are very short. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. I do want to make one little small correction here at the end of the episode. So we're going to go back here. We're going to take a look at, we drew C, because we could draw 3 cards, and it says if there is no matching entry on the plot sheet, discard this card and draw a new Wasteland card. So we had the choice of 2. We should have had the choice of 3. So we should have discarded that one, grabbed another one. The 3rd card that we would have grabbed then would be Slavers. And you know what? We wouldn't have dealt with the Slavers, because these guys are absolutely brutal. So we're just going to discard this card because we would have. So I just wanted to clear that up a little bit. And I think I did the event card correctly. You basically do the yellow tokens right away and then get into any combat tokens later if there's combat, which there wasn't in our case. We bartered. Alright, thanks so much. Had to do that little correction there just to clarify things a little bit for you. And we'll see you in the next episode.